How equipped is North Korea to deal with something like the coronavirus?
China has now sent a team of medical experts over to North Korea.
Maybe there to deal with COVID, or if Kim has COVID.
Avoid confusions. Iwasan ang gulo. Siguraduhin nakalap na balita ay totoo. Dito ka sa aking channel, Money Guru.
A country adjacent to China would have no cases at all.
It's very hard to believe. I mean, they did take very strict measures and stopped much of the traffic in and out of the country in January. However, it is the only country bordering China that claims it has no cases. Countries that have a very poor record when it comes to providing proper information. And so I think we do have to question whether this information is accurate.
How is Kim Jong-un's health?
It was such a frenzy of speculation this week, and I don't think that we will know for quite some time, if ever. You know, this brings me back to 2008 when Kim Jong-il, his father, had suffered a stroke and was in a coma. It took several weeks before the world found out that he was ill and in a coma, and that was simply because he didn't turn up at a major military parade. And so it's a country that has such a good hold on the flow of information. You know, they are rumors at this point. There is a kernel of truth in these rumors.
How would we know? How does the state announce something like that?
That is information that only a few people would be privy to, so we should be very wary that any of the rumors out there. And so I think that, honestly, we may not have any confirmation for information like that, even when it happens, until North Korea releases it publicly.
Ruth Klinger, he's a senior research fellow for Northeast Asia. Based on what is known publicly and based on what you know about the regime, what's your best guess as to where he actually is?
Well, quite simply, we don't know. As you point out, we've had initial reports which were downplayed by U.S., South Korean, and Chinese officials.
China has now sent a team of medical experts over to North Korea to take a look at Kim Jong-un.
Maybe there to deal with COVID, or if Kim has COVID. As was the case when his father passed away, we don't know if they have something behind the scenes. So right now, all of us are speculating who the next leader might be. We're speculating that his sister may be the next leader. Up until a few years ago, everyone would have thought that a strict Confucian Korean culture wouldn't allow a woman leader. But in the last couple of years, she's gained power, she's gained authority, and we've seen her coming out of the shadows really in the last couple of years.
Are you worried about state collapse? You know, worst case scenario that accompanies a Kim Jong-un death is state collapse. We see North Koreans fleeing North Korea, crying across the Chinese border, creating a refugee crisis. Does that square with what you foresee or worry about?
There are a lot of worst-case scenarios. If there's a regime collapse and a struggle for power, unknown actions by military factions warring against each other, there's concern that there could be an explosion in the sense of North Korea lashing out against its neighbors, or an implosion with the regime collapse and instability. That said, you know, we were equally concerned during the two previous successions of the father and the grandfather when they passed away, and the system worked. There was a maintaining of stability. So I think it's more likely the regime will maintain itself.
Thanks for checking his YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more video, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.